Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is our final moment together here in Shreem Brzee chanting every day in May. And it's such an honor and a pleasure to be of support and service as we've explored this journey, creating peace and prosperity, enlightenment, in spite of everything that's going on around us. And it is a very turbulent time. In the past few days, there are riots going on, and there's all kinds of other things that are happening. 40 million people in the US alone are out of jobs, and countless others around the world. So it is such a fabulous time to finish up our Shreem Brzee chanting after beginning way back in April 5th, I think it was, and here we are on the 57th day. So congratulations, everyone who completed a 30-day challenge or a 48-day challenge or this 57-day challenge. And it just worked out that way that we would come together and create wealth consciousness, create the space for everyone to come and go. As per Dr. Pillai, he said it won't be easy for people, even though it seems pretty simple. Chant a mantra, come. And so here we are in our final day, and you're so welcome, those of you who have been joining here and there and everywhere, or you're joining for the first time. You can definitely watch the recordings hereafter and stay with your practice and maybe complete a 30-day challenge or a 48-day challenge. So my name is Sucharita, for those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome on this cool, somewhat cool summer day here in Toronto, Canada. And it is a Sunday, and it is May 31st, 2020. So what happens on a Sunday is that we can have direct connection with our soul, because the sun represents our soul. It's burning like the sun, and we need to fill it up. And that's what we're doing with Shreem Brzee. We are giving an offering to our soul. It's our soul food, or it quenches our soul's thirst. And Dr. Pillai knows exactly what we need to do at any given point in time. And this has been it. So the takeaway is that if you look back to the time where we started, April 5th, to now, who were you back then? Even if you didn't keep a journal or you didn't check in every now and then, you just jumped on. And here you are. So check inside, maybe perhaps during the intro meditation, and then as we go deep into Shreem Brzee, today, something might come to you that says, look at how blessed you are. Look at the world. Look what's going on. People are so fearful, so full of anger, so full of frustration, so full of despondency. They just forget it. I don't even know anymore. And it is so debilitating, not only for themselves, but for everyone around them. These uncertain times certainly are uncertain. It's unprecedented. We've never had this kind of situation. So kudos to everyone here for listening to that deep calling from within to come in and cultivate the consciousness that is going to keep you peaceful, keep you calm, keep you like that eye in the storm, calm, calm, calm. And then with the practice that you've been doing, you can radiate that energy out such that when you go off and you do this on your own for some time, then you will know, okay, it's so important that I do it, because I don't want to be subjected to the energy, the talk, the internet, the social media. So try to unplug from that every now and then maybe even perhaps just check in less and less and less to the internet, because we don't even know what the truth of the matter is anymore. And besides, even if you do just tap in for a couple of minutes, it's so intense. And that how we know that is because we've felt so much bliss, so much peace, so much happiness. We're so blessed. And we can bless others by continuing on. So it is time for us to get into our meditation practice to create this runway inside of us, or landing pad for Shreem Brzee. As we've been building and building and building, we're getting clearer and more concise about how we are setting up and focusing. If your thoughts are all over the map, and if they're pulling you in all kinds of different directions, that's okay. Because as Dr. Pillai shared in his presentation, the Wealth Actualization workshop today, where he just said the thoughts are going to try to pull you away, but what you've got to do is bring yourself back to your center, back to your kingdom within, back to that landing strip, the chakras that are stacked along the base of the spine. So come back, and that's your focus. And your thoughts will continue on. But your attentional energy is way more intelligent and way more powerful. And then people wonder, where's my soul? Well, your soul is part of this apparatus that we're activating. All the chakras, they're psycho-spiritual centers. And then they will pick up the energy of our souls as we carry the intelligence from lifetime to lifetime, the thoughts, the mindset, the karma. So that gets activated when we focus our attention there, and our soul will grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow beyond. So we don't even feel our body anymore. And so what we're going to do is a little bit different today, because we have been creating this landing pad. We have been going inside of the different body parts in the brain and in the rest of the body, and the organs from head to toe all around. And we're sending light out into the different dimensions and accessing those beings in those dimensions so they can come and bless us. So today, because it is our final day together, we are going to focus on the third eye. So it could be a little intense for people. Although, because it is our final day, we're not just going to rush through it, as Dr. Pillai shares. You spend some time just focusing on the third eye. And we're all very practiced now. We've got this rhythm inside of us. We've got the focus. Even if our thoughts come and go, we can still bring it back. We can get into that realm where Dr. Pillai says you will just disappear. You will just be in this completely different realm. The light, the love, the bliss, the divine beings. And yes, you can still feel pain in your body. And yes, those other thoughts will come, but they will be like background noise or white noise. And then you will just be in this presence of the goddess. So it's not just something that we decided to do and we're hoping it all works out and we're going to wonder what's going to happen. We are going to be sure that the goddess is going to come in and the third eye is going to get activated, and we are going to connect with all the different dimensions beyond our sensory organs, beyond the way we perceive things. So there may be no thought, but you'll just be like floating. Some people may pass out because the energy will be so strong. And that's okay. Just make sure that you have somewhere to lay down or sit down and be comfortable. And then maybe set your alarm so that you can come back and turn this off, or you can come back and join us. So it's such an honor and a pleasure. Again, Hasta Star is the star constellation that we are aligned with. Hasta is related to the goddess as well as Lord Ganesha. So the Kundalini energy is really going to get activated from the base of the spine, clearing out all the chakras. You may feel heat. You may feel cool. You may feel tingling. You may feel nothing at all, but something will be vibrating inside your consciousness. And you may even want to rock. You may feel intuitively that you need to move around just to release some pain and stiffness and allow the goddess, and then settle back in and allow the goddess to come in. So as much as you can, take care of yourself, make sure you have some water. And then we are going to go deep into the third eye, deep into the pituitary, the pineal. So if you imagine the spot between your two eyebrows and it's right there, you can even tap it. So take your hand and just tap that spot and then go up about an inch from there and tap that spot. And then imagine the energy going into the middle of the brain. And you can just hold it there and imagine the energy going into about the middle of the brain, just where your fingers are. And then you can let it go. And then just see what you feel, or feel what you feel. If you feel nothing, that's okay, because it may feel like a little bit of a drill. So that's what kind of we have to do. We've got to drill Shreem Brzee into our brain. And so it's not going to be painful. However, if it is, then just focus maybe on your eyes or on your forehead, maybe somewhere more general. But let's try and keep the energy up in the third eye. As Dr. Pillai said, if we do this together as a community from all around the world, and we've been coming together for all these days and all these weeks, and it's almost the second month. And so it's been intensive and it's been great. So everybody, it doesn't matter if you're joining for the first time, you get to feel all this. It's your soul has said, hey, I've done this before, so I'm just going to jump in at the end. And kudos to you. So let's do it now, where we're going to get into a state of receptivity on this Sunday, on this Hastastar, on this 10th moon, which is really powerful for Virabhadra. He will protect us from any negativity that's coming from within. It will just get destroyed. And then anything that is going to come and disturb us. So that's it for the setup. Let's close our eyes and go internally. And focus your attention at the base of the spine and also down the legs, into the feet and toes. We're going to call on a reddish orangish light to pour down our legs into our feet and toes. This reddish orangish light is associated with Lord Ganesha. And he is going to remove that feeling of being stuck. Lord Ganesha is an elephant-headed being. He has a pot belly and he rides mouse. If you see him, that's fabulous. If you don't, that's still fabulous. Keep focusing on the legs. Keep focusing on the reddish orangish light pouring down and then also coming back up, clearing out congested energies in the lower chakra. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru. Now imagine a ray of light shooting up the spine, piercing all the chakras that are stacked up on top of one another in the subtle body. The ray of light goes through the top of the skull and shoots up, up, up. Allow your attention to go up as high as possible without forcing it. Feel the connection in your spine, the chakras. Like an SOS, we're sending out a signal to the heavenly realms and requesting the support from all divine beings. Establish your divine Wi-Fi connection, and we'll activate the chakras starting at the base of the spine. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat, clear the throat. Move up to the third eye, middle of the brain. Float your attention back down to the base of the spine and also the legs and feet. Connect with the earth element. Stabilize your practice. In the lower chakra, earth element. Na, 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 na. Move into the navel chakra, the belly. Fill it with water. Ma, 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 ma. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands, fingers. Set them on fire. She. Now move into the throat, the nostrils, the mouth. Connect with the air element or the prana, the subtle air. Wa, 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 wa. Move up to the two eyeballs. Keep them steady, still. The right and left brain. Connect with the ether, the Akash, or space. Ya, 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 ya. Now imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with, or a light. From his eyes into your eyes, he connects you with two beams of light, cleanses the eyes from the karma that you're seeing every day and you cannot stand to see it anymore. It's no longer serving you. Feel it burning away. Another ray of light enters the spot between your two eyebrows, pierces your forehead, activates the pituitary, the pineal, the third eye, in the middle of the brain. Lock on to those beams of light coming from Dr. Pillai's eyes, his third eye, into your eyes, your third eye. Feel it. Feel the activation of your third eye. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Ram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Ram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Now, Vishwamitra, the great saint, Rishi, Yogi, who gave the sound Brzee to Dr. Pillai to give to the world now, when we need it the most. He appears next to Dr. Pillai, sends 3 beams of light from his eyes, his third eye, into your eyes, your third eye. Is activating Brzee consciousness in your eyes, in your third eye, in your whole body, mind and soul. Om Vishwamitraya Namaha. Om Vishwamitraya Namaha. Om Vishwamitraya Namaha. Now imagine the goddess Shreem Brzee, beautiful goddess in pink and gold, silver, dazzling light, sitting on a pink lotus, pouring gold out of her hands, filling you up with gold consciousness. She appears in your mind's eye. She appears in your third eye, the spot between your 2 eyebrows, the forehead, pituitary pineal, middle of the brain. Fill her up with the light, the love, and the sound vibrations of her name. And we'll begin our practice. Keep your attention on Shreem Brzee in your third eye. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Feel the light of Shreem Brzee in your third eye, exploding in all directions, reaching out beyond the beyond, in all directions. Shift dimensions. Once again, visualize the goddess, gold, silver, pink, purple, dazzling, sparkling light, sitting on the lotus, pouring gold into your third eye, into your body, continuously. Feel the beauty in you of the goddess. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Feel the goddess coming alive in the third eye. With your attentional energy, imagine the light exploding beyond the third eye in all directions, seeking out peace and prosperity from divine beings beyond the beyond. Shift dimensions. Now come back to your third eye with the goddess, dazzling gold, pink, purple, sparkling light, sitting on the lotus, the pink lotus, pouring gold out of her hands into your third eye, into your body, from head to toe. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Keep your attention on the third eye. See the light exploding beyond the third eye, beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Once again, bring your attention back to the third eye. The goddess comes alive. Dazzling light, pouring gold, and just Put a smile on your face as you're chanting to her. Feel the difference it makes, connecting, communing with the goddess in your third eye. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Allow the light to explode beyond the third eye, in all directions, beyond the body, beyond, beyond, beyond. Shift dimensions. And again, your attention is in your third eye, the goddess, dazzling, sparkling, light, pouring gold into your third eye, into your body, smiling. Shreem Brzee, 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 Brzee, Shreem 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 Brzee. The light explodes in all directions beyond the third eye. Beyond, beyond, beyond. Shift dimensions. Now, the final round will scan the body from head to toe, bringing in all this energy from the cosmos, from all divine beings to support Shreem Brzee within us, outside of us, all around us, in the whole world, in the universe. Feel the light from head to toe. You are light. You are the goddess Shreem Brzee. You're pouring gold from head to toe, inside, outside, all around. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Be still and know that you are Shreem Brzee. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. And slowly, slowly let go. Feel your body, take note of what's going on inside, outside. Make a prayer to Dr. Pillai for guiding your soul to connect with all the souls here. Thank all the souls as well for creating such a beautiful, safe space to come and enjoy the blessings of the goddess, especially during these turbulent times that give us hope and faith and trust that all will be well. Pray for those who need it the most: food, clothing, shelter, medicine, clean water, peace, 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 peace. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So thank you for joining those of you who need to go. Have an amazing journey with Shreem Brzee on your own. Wherever you are in the world, just know that you can connect with everyone at the level of the soul, because we'll continue on in our own practices. So we'll ping each other in the ether, and then collectively we will keep creating this Shreem Brzee vibration and light. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining. And then those of you who are going to stay, this is part of the call where we can gaze into the ghee lamp that I will just get ready and set up here. So for those of you who are new to the ghee lamp meditation, it is an opportunity for all of us to commune with the gods or the goddesses or Shreem Brzee coming in to get the gold. Ghee is gold. And it is the food for these divine beings. And then when they come and we're gazing, we're receiving their communication, and we are in communion with them. You may see Dr. Pillai, you may see saints, you may see Jesus, you may see Mary, you may see Allah, you may see whoever you may see. And that is all good. You may not see a thing. You could see colors, or maybe you just feel something, or you get a message and then you feel like, oh my God, that's it. My problem is resolved. A lot of people have had clarity come out of it. You may have a cathartic release of emotions that have been just building and building and want to pop like a pressure cooker situation. So you can just allow that to burn into the flame. That's what some people were saying, that all this negativity that they couldn't shake, they just used it for fuel for the lamp, because it's not just a flame in a ghee lamp, it's the divine. And we have to ask the divine to come and help us. And that's what they want to do. So give them your problems, give them all your terrible memories, everything that has been going on in your life that you cannot seem to resolve on your own. And all the energy, all the thoughts is fuel for them. They just love it because they got something to do. So pour it into the ghee lamp and then see how you feel afterwards. I'm going to step out of the view here. You'll just see the lamp. And in about 9 minutes, we'll call you back. And so gazing is not with your eyes bugged out. It is relaxed eyes, and your attentional energy is going back into the middle of your brain. So you can just get set up with that now. Just feel the energy in the middle of your brain. Your attention goes to the middle of your brain, where the third eye is. So third eye, ghee lamp, gods, goddesses, Dr. Pillai, saints, sages, siddhas, divine beings will be there for you. We'll see you in a bit. The lights are going to go down. And just let go of the gazing. You can keep your eyes open or closed as you're making your final prayer, not only of today's session, but of all the times that you've come since we started this chanting process. With the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai, thank him for calling your soul to fill it up with the highest consciousness that is the most needed right now for not only yourself, but for everyone in the world. Thank all the souls of everyone who joined from around the world since the beginning, or who came and went, who watched the recording, for planting the seed of Shreem Brzee in the space, inside, outside, all around, in the whole universe. The mantras are eternal. They're timeless. They are everywhere. So all we have to do is call on them. The mantras are the beings. Call on Shreem Brzee. Anytime. Anywhere. Anyway. Pray for whatever it is that you want help with in your life right now, and then especially pray that the divine intervenes and helps those who are really, really struggling. And they just need a miracle to help them to come up and feel the love of the divine. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lights coming on. Hello, everyone. Yay, we did it. So thank you for joining those of you who need to go at this point and continue on doing your Shreem Brzee with a smile on your face. It makes a difference, right? And then we will see you perhaps in the Wealth Actualization course, or the other courses. Maybe we'll see you in Mystery School 2019 Reboot. And I think Swamini Vali is here. She and I and Harada Parun, the other teachers, may be coming and supporting us as we roll out all the goodies from that year-long program. So if you haven't signed up for that, please check it out, because we have been experiencing these divine beings, these archetypes. Every day that we've been coming together, we've been mentioning them, and along with Shreem Brzee. And now we're going to really get to know them in a very intimate way through Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings, and it will be a mystery. And that's how it will all roll out. And we're very excited to support everybody in that program. And then those of you who want to join, come. Tomorrow night will be the first night that tomorrow evening will be the first time we come together to say hello and welcome and dive into the course materials for this coming Saturday, where we will officially launch it on that Saturday call, and thereafter for the next 54 weeks. So which will fly by. Like, whoa, who will we be? Well, we will know all these beautiful archetypes, and then Augustia, the Siddha of all Siddhas. So these are enlightened beings. All they want is miracle consciousness. So hopefully some of you will be inspired to join us. It's going to be so much fun. And Swami Nivali and I were just chatting about it today, and we're getting really excited, and we're going to meet up and see you tomorrow night, and we're going to have a really good time. So come, it'll be fun. And then if you can't, there are always the free programs. Atomic Dreaming is another free program that Swami Nivali, she also hosts. And then Powertime Practice is something that is also free, and I host that. So if anyone is here that from Pillai Center, or one of our fabulous friends who always posts all the links for us, please mention those links on the chat. So there will be a survey monkey survey coming through Pillai Center. So check that out, and it will be asking you questions. It'll take, I looked at it, it'll probably take you 20 seconds. So please give us the feedback about this chanting service, because we want to know if people managed to get in 30 days or 48 days, or they completed the whole 57 days. Do you want to do it again? What were your comments? How did you enjoy it? Did you shift because of it? And especially during this COVID time, where we couldn't even imagine who we would be without it. We could have been something very different, and so God bless everyone, and thank you so much. So all right, I'm gonna get jumping on to this chat. Whoa, it's just on fire here. So lots of gratitude as usual, and I'm going to just start at the bottom. So Cinema is saying, very grateful to Dr. Pillai for his blessings, Sucharita for giving 15 days. Oh, it's a pleasure and it's an honor to be of service and support. I'm so happy that we all could come together. So Claire is saying, thank you for this journey of love and light. Yes, Sangeeta, gratitude to Dr. Pillai will be forever. Oh my goodness, the chat is going too fast. Deep gratitude. Okay, Sanja's saying here, is it okay to chant Shreem Brzee without taking a bath in the morning? You can do it anytime. When we take a bath or we take a shower or just splash water on our face, what we're doing is we're becoming more alert. And we're kind of just, because we pick up energies from throughout the day, it's not that we're dirty, it's just energetically, you want to be as cleansed as possible, as fresh as possible. So if it's not possible for you to do that, do some version of it. At least brush your teeth, wash your hands, throw a little bit of water on, maybe sprinkle some on the top of your head. It's really the act that you are doing your best to be alert and to feel cleansed. And then you can go ahead and chant. So don't worry, even at 4 to 7 a.m. when you want to get up for Brahma Muhurta, if you take a shower before you go to bed, then you're good. So, you can just brush your teeth and maybe sprinkle some water on your head, and then maybe wash your face, or take a cloth, a wet cloth. So, lots of thank yous, blessings to everyone. A spritzer of rose water and facial water is good too. Yes, Alice, that's awesome. I love this community because everybody has all these great practical tips and tools and inspirational messages. Vijay Lakshmi is saying, thank you a trillion times for your beautiful energy, the devotion which you've led us. Looking forward to connecting with you soon. Gratitude to Babaji for bringing us together. Absolutely. Judy saying, definitely let's start to do it again and again. Yeah. AM Love Light is saying, will the survey link be on the website in case I don't get a survey link in the mail? It will come out through the mailer. So maybe we could put it on the website. Hey, thank you, Love Light. Well, note to self, and I'll ask. But it will be out going into the news, into an email for everybody on the Pillai Center member list. Can I chant when I have my cycle, my monthly cycle? Yes, of course. Renata saying, thank you. Oh, great. Blessings. Much love to everyone here. Veronica, hashtag Shreem Brzee, hashtag Brzee economy. Is that turmeric at the base of the ghee lamp, please? Yes, absolutely. So this is a turmeric root. This is one version of it. Here's another one. So you can, this is dry, true. It's not fresh. It is dry. So you can use this turmeric, and turmeric is something that the goddess loves. And it also will help you to get into that gold consciousness, and it's very healing. So you can just put it at the image, and then it will also protect it from negativity as well. So, and then maybe after the day, you can just throw it away. Faraz is saying, congratulations to everyone who's been here together on the calls. Glory to Babaji for choosing us to be here. All our souls have changed for prosperity. That's the biggest message that Dr. Pillai had said, that we have to build prosperity consciousness. That's the problem when we are in that poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness. We have inherited that from our lineage. And we need to rebuild. We need to reconstruct ourselves, our internal world, before we can go out into the world and be prosperous. Faraz is saying, thank you so much, Sucharita, for all the energy you put on the calls and took this to another level for all of us. Yay! Well, we're on this beautiful rocket ship together. What else are we going to do in the space? Deepest gratitude. Aw, sweet. Thank you, Faraz. And see you in Mystery School 2019 reboot. Nalini saying zillions of thanks. Oh my goodness. Gratitude to Dr. Pillai, dear Sucharita, to everyone in the community around the world for this amazing journey. Even though it was a short ride, I got to join the train. Yeah, and you can continue. So now that we've plugged into one another, then we will just, every time we do a practice, we will feel that. We will be able to tap into the eternal moment that we created every day. So eternal moments are not time-based. It's just you can tap in that moment, tap out, tap in, tap out. So who's ever chanting, you're going to feel it because it's at the level of the soul. And we felt it here. Heartfelt gratitude, yes, to Babaji and everybody, this global family for a powerful session. Where to get ghee lamps, Diane? You can, if you go online, you can get it. And if you are in a place where you have stores, oh no, we're in COVID lockdown. So probably online is the best. Just you can Google it, ghee lamp, brass lamps, India store or India Puja stores, or if anyone has links that they access those kinds of things. Pictures, images of Goddess Lakshmi. Oh my gosh, go on to Pillai Center and or Ashraved, and there are so many images of Lakshmi. Kalyani is saying, thank you, Babaji, Sucharita, and all present. Yes, and Nalini, in the last week, the positivity felt during this last week was awesome. Yay. Yasmin is saying, namaste, Sucharita. Babaji said today to do our main stream practice between 4 to 6 a.m. IST, wherever we are. Does that replace the Brahma Muhurta time practice in our own time zone? Again, you can, just like we're lighting the lamp, it's not coinciding with 9 p.m. IST, but we're doing it here so that we get into a practice of it, so people will be cued to do it at that time. So if Dr. Pillai has asked, okay, do it to align with 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. India Standard Time, then try to do that. So whatever that time converts to you, just do it at that time. And then also if it's beyond your Brahma Muhurta or around your Brahma Muhurta, just go into do it your Brahma Muhurta as well. See you in the mystery school, Faraz. Magic, how can I energize the yantra and how often should I do that? Is it okay to put the yantra under my pillow? Absolutely. You can take that yantra, you can put it under your pillow, you can hold on to it, You can put it in a silk pouch or like a nice cloth pouch, but make sure it has a zipper on it, or it shuts properly, because the yantra will fly out. Some people put it in their pockets. Some people put it in their purse. Some people put it in their wallets. So what it is, it's a landing pad for the divine. And you want to be as respectful as possible. It is a sacred object, and you want to keep it so that it is so energizing you. And sometimes when people see it in their wallet, they tend to look at Shreem Brzee and then they put their credit card back in their wallet, and they don't spend on things that they don't need, unexpected spending or unnecessary spending. So she really will cue you and say, do you really need that? And then that's how you will build wealth consciousness, because it's a consciousness. Spending is a consciousness. Debt is a consciousness. So we just have to just do these little tweaking. And so if we have the yantra, we can definitely do that. If you want to energize it, you can just take the yantra, and if you have a little bit of water, like I've got some water here, and you can just take your own hand and just sprinkle a few drops on it. So it's just got a few drops of water, and then you can hold it in your, this is my left hand, so you can hold it so that it's facing up. And then you can put your right hand on top, and you can even put it in prayer. Or some people put it on their forehead when they're lying down, on their chest, like on their heart center or other chakras as well. So however you want to meditate with this, is you're going to be inspired here. Intuitively, you will know how to work with the yantra. And so just be respectful. It is the divine in you and the divine outside, and it needs to come in. So I hope that. And then you can put it, instead of putting it under your pillow, because it might slip and fall off the floor, you can put it right in the pillowcase. And then just remember to take it out. So Gina's saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Didn't know I could be committed to these calls. Definitely these were possible through Babaji's grace. Absolutely. And that's what it is. He called everybody at the level of the soul. So people always say, oh, I wish I could be with Dr. Pillai and meet him and things. You do. You meet him through the teaching, and you meet him through the instruction from within, because then he would just be a regular teacher. So he's a spiritual teacher, so he wants to connect with you spiritually. And then once you do that, then for sure, at some point you will see him. But people are having beautiful dreams with him, and meditations where he comes in their mind's eye, in the people's mind's eye, and he gives them a teaching. Somebody wrote to me and they said, he came into my mind's eye or came into my dream, and he told me something, and I remembered it, and then I woke up or I came out of it and I couldn't remember. It was all mumbo jumbo, and that's okay. Whatever was said what needed to be done. You were not in this third dimensional experience. It's limited here. So whatever got done, it was when you were out of your mind. And then you were just present to this divine state, this subtle state. So just trust that whatever was said, whatever you saw, and that was the teaching. Some people have said, oh, he shows up and he's got a cowboy hat and he's riding a cow, not a horse. So people are having their own experiences. So, and trust that those are for you, and they're very appropriate for you. They're your own special way that you can communicate with Dr. Pillai, and trust that. So there are no hard and fast rules with a Sadguru. He will just, come in. Sometimes he comes in and he's like ferocious, and then people will see him and they'll be totally scared, but really he's scaring the demons out of you. So they realize that after. And they go, oh my God, he was just, I feel so much better, even though he scared the bejesus out of me, but he's coming in and he's protecting you because he sees that you're just about to be under attack. And then he will just be ferocious, and then those entities will go away. So he's very, very kind and generous and beyond the beyond. How does he know? He knows because those souls who are committed to his teachings and they keep chanting his name, or like we shared with everyone here, just try it out. Now that you have gone through this big process, it's such a great way to be so grateful to him, is put his picture on a chair or a little stool or table, have a little cloth on it. It's clean. And then you can offer incense and a light and maybe some flour or a raisin or a piece of fruit, a glass of water even, or all of that. And then you just go around and around and around his picture clockwise. So just go round and round, not too fast because you could get dizzy. Even if you go slow, whoa, you're creating a vortex. So try it out and just say, Shreem Brzee, I filled myself up as much as possible, even if I only came for one. Help me to continue on and do it every day. And then just go round and round and round, and you will feel some karma just leaving you. And then something opening up. And as you're going around, ask him to help you to get a job, or ask him to help you to, have peace in your family, have peace with your coworkers or whoever it is, your neighbors, have peace in your space. So try that out. Now he's saying modern technology with spiritual technology, really amazing, unbelievable. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Can I hold Lakshmi statue in my left hand and Brahi in my right when I meditate? Absolutely, Christine. You can do that for sure. Because the hand chakras, so the chakras in the hands, they're tremendous. They're so much energy. So you can have, this is the goddess Shreem Brzee, in case people don't know what she looks like. There she is. Hello, she's so happy. Hi, thank you for chanting to me. So she's available through Apply Center or Astrobed, but I don't know if they can send them out. But if you send an email to office@Apply Center and then ask if you can order one, and when it's time to be energized and sent out to you, well, that will be the time, because COVID, they're just shutting down everything. I've got statues waiting at the border, customs. So I can't even, they're not coming for months. That's just the way it is. And then, so if you have Shreem Brzee, and then you have Varahi. So this is Varahi here. She's a little bit smaller. Let me just see if I can put her. There, that's a good view. She's small. Look at how small she is, my fingers. So that's Varahi, and then you can see her from the side. She has this like a snout, and then she's got the little tusks there to do what? Root out poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness. So you could have her in your left hand and Shreem Brzee in your right. And then you can just be meditating and just feel the energy going up your arm, and feel the energy connecting with your third eye, or cleaning out your whole body, mind and soul. So yeah, it's a great question. If you have a yantras, you can do the same thing. People say, "Oh, can I stack my yantras with on top of one another?" Yeah, do whatever you need to do. It's your experience. Just be respectful. That's all. Cinema's saying, in a sweepstakes I had been entering online, a legit one, no scam, another 25,000 could be donated to charity of my choice. Oh, towards the end when I was beginning to become skeptical. But Dr. Pillai says, out of the blue, a miracle. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Dr. Pillai. It saved me from a lot of difficulties. I met the charity and presented them. Oh my God, Cinema Helvi. So you met the charity and presented them with $25,000 check. Oh my God, that is so awesome. Cinema, please send me an email, or send it to office@applycenter.com, or also put it in the survey. There's a spot in the survey you can add anything that was a miracle or that happened to you. That's fantastic. Well, we'll have this on the chat. It will be saved here on the chat for the YouTube. So that'll be great. Congratulations. That's so amazing. Definitely will convey it to Dr. Pillai. But please send it also into office@PillaiCenter.com, Sucharita@PillaiCenter.com, and then I'll forward it as well. Om Namo Narayani is saying, is it okay if we don't keep food while doing a puja? Yeah, sure. Sujata is saying, gratitude to Babaji, Suchita, you're amazing. Really blessed. We are also in the journey of seeking blessings from Babaji. No words, but only heartfelt. Absolutely. So, many of us who have been around Dr. Pillai for many, many, many years, decades, we rarely see him. How we know that he is working on us is through chanting mantras, doing meditations, participating in rituals, services offered through Pillai Center Ashtravid, because it's not only uplifting us, it's uplifting humanity. And then we are radiating that energy out. And that's kind of like a spiritual checklist. You want to, the masters say, and all the saints and the sages, they say, make sure that you are doing your charity. Make sure you're feeding people. Make sure that you are honoring your ancestors. Make sure that you are doing your practices. So chanting mantras, meditation, you must do something every day. And it can just be a 1-minute meditation where you're going Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. And how many can you do in a minute? Lots. So there's no reason why we can't do some spiritual practice. And that it just takes that little bit, and then all of a sudden we start to expand that into our everyday life. And all the other things that were distracting us and taking our energy away or taking our energy down, that will just fade away. So we're going to be growing it. So it's not something that you do separate. It's you're going through a growth process. And as we grow, we crack the eggshell and it goes away. So Rena's saying here, extremely happy to be connected to everybody here. Thank you all. Diane saying, what prayer or deity can help with severe dental work anxiety? Diane, I can relate to you. I had so many painful memories, and I just came in right during COVID. I had to have 2 major dental surgeries, and I was in India having it done. And I was pretty scared out of my mind because I always had these memories of when I was a kid. And so there I was, and my teeth were pretty good all these years. So, but then, as we get older, it happens. And so Dr. Pillai had said, okay, go to this dentist. And then I heard from other people who went to this particular dentist, and they said, oh my God, it was horrible for me, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, great. And then I just kept praying. I was just praying, no, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be awesome. And it was lovely. Everything was so lovely. No pain. I said, are we done? Like, did you cut everything and take bone grafts and stitch me up? And yeah. And I'm like, this is amazing. So keep chanting, Diane, and trust that Dr. Pillai is guiding you, and all that anxiety is going to be gone. You'll still be a little bit anxious, but you'll be kind of like, oh, it's all good. Nothing happened. So Lakshmi, good morning, Sucharita Lakshmi from Mumbai. Hello. Froza saying, oh, for cinema. That's a real miracle. The very fact that we were divinely guided to be charitable, you'll be having many blessings and grow manifold in life to several miracles and blessings ahead. And that's what happens when money comes out of nowhere. So just everybody, when money comes out of nowhere, immediately, what do? We must acknowledge the divine. This is the divine. So I want to give it, you don't have to give it all. You can give it all if you want, but you can just say, listen, it came out of nowhere, so it's not even mine. And then you just give it, because we know there are people who really, 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 really need it. And then the divine just goes, check, 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 check. And all the checks start coming to you, either through your work or through an opportunity where you're just like that 25,000 turns into 250,000, because you're not doing it to get something back. You're just doing it because you can. And it came through the divine. And it's almost like the divine is saying, what if I did give you this? What would you do with it? So it could be that you will win something else, or some other amount of money will come to you for you to do something really tremendous. Yeah, so Diane, trust and faith, and absolutely. That's what I did. I just kept chanting the mantra. I just chanted and chanted and chanted. And so those other thoughts of anxiety couldn't come into my mind. And I was chanting it in the chair. Even the dentist said, "Oh my God, you were so calm and you were so quiet. You weren't like other patients who would be jumping." And I said, "Oh, trust me, I was inside, but I guess I didn't move physically." And then she said, and she is very spiritual, and she said, "You were probably meditating." And I said, "I was chanting." She goes, "Yeah, I felt it." So, so Melinda's saying, "I'm awakened. I feel it every day, 3 a.m. or 3:30. I do pray and meditate sometimes. What is this? Can you guide?" Yeah, you're getting up. The God is waking you up, Melinda. So the God or the goddess is waking you up, so you can just continue to chant Shreem Brzee, and then do that during this Brahma Muhurta. Brahma Muhurta means the time period where the gods are really awake and they're alive and everyone else is sleeping. So you get woken up and they're like, "Okay, I'm here. Come on, pray to me." And then, you can go back to bed after that, but you will have tapped into a dimension where that's beyond this third dimension. Even though you're here and you're doing that, or wherever you are, you're really going to go deep, deep, deep into some dimension and then get a lot of karma removed. And it's very easy. It's not hard because you don't have to think. You're kind of like sleepy, but the divine is waking you up. So good. All right. So I'm going up here to make sure that I say hello to everyone. The writing. Oh my God. So that's another thing too, is that whenever you do your spiritual practice, just put a prayer. Everything is happening because of God, and God is doing everything. And the souls who come to this earth plane at this point in time, or any point in time, including us, we always have a choice how we are going to respond to situations, crises for sure, bring out the best and the worst in us. So we can't really judge it because that's the journey of the soul. And perhaps what we can do is always take the high road, as Dr. Pillai says. It's not what it seems. And those souls, they know that they have to go through whatever they're going through in order for them to maybe have their dark night of the soul and turn it around. Or they have to come. I used to really struggle with the poverty when I first started going to India. I've been going for over close to almost 25 years. And for the first few years, they had droughts. The rivers were just cracked beds. There was no water. And just the people were, parched. And we would be on the bus. And back then they didn't have the AC buses, air conditioning buses. They just had buses. And we had the windows open. It was smoking hot for us in the buses. But then I was looking out at the people and I would just cry and cry and cry. Like, not just, oh, geez, a tear came. My whole body was heaving. And I would say to Dr. Pillai, I can't even take coming to India. I don't even know why is God doing this? It came out like, bah! And he just said, listen, well, he didn't just say it to me. He sat a few of us down and he just said, listen, you don't know what these souls did in previous lifetimes. And they probably did some pretty crazy things like torture and, just did a tremendous amount of really terrible things. And to get a human birth is not easy at all. So they came out of that hellish existence as that soul, and they said, okay, I'm going to go through an intense life to pay back the debt of the sins of whatever they had done that was so atrocious. And so even though, okay, fine, I get it. But then it is, as you grow into maturity on the spiritual path, you realize, okay, I get that. How are we going to ever evolve if we're in a state of hell, without the physical body? So those beings who come and they live an intense life, a short life, all we can do, and they also live that for us, for everybody, to be compassionate and not judge it, and to take it to that high path, to say, okay, God's doing everything, so everything is going to work out beautifully, and it's going at the level of the soul. Maybe it doesn't look like that from the level of the mind, the body, and how we are perceiving things through our senses. But when we go to that quiet place, we just trust that, okay, I get that souls need to learn something, and please, divine, God, goddess, Shreem Brzee, please make it so that it's karma light, if that's what their soul can do. So you don't want to say, yeah, they deserve it. Oh yeah, they were so horrible in other lifetimes. So yeah, payback is and then, okay, great. You just boomerang something out and wait till it comes back. So what Dr. Pillai also shares is when one person is down, you just can only pray and then uplift, because you don't know when you're going to go down. Whether that is going to be through some karma that just comes out of nowhere, and then it just swings by and you go, whoa. So cultivating the thoughts that God is doing everything, or Goddess is doing everything, and pray and Shreem Brzee, surround that situation, surround the people who are struggling right now with the protests. We understand why they're so upset. But we can't get into it, because then that's going to keep creating that consciousness. So what we can do is call on the goddess, like Dr. Pillai says, call on me. I'll give you the ends of the earth, give you this ability to just look at the whole world and say, please, divine, can we evolve? Is it possible? And then if some people have to go through some terrible karmas, just like we all have, I don't think that anyone here has had a smooth sailing life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So everyone has the ups and downs. Everyone has things to learn. And then if we can just hold that highest intention, and the highest is the best, and it's the easiest, and it's the fastest, and that's what miracle consciousness is. So, and it's always a great spiritual lesson for all of us, because who are we to judge what needs to happen? And we've seen that too, when we have come up with people in our lives, maybe our siblings, maybe friends, or coworkers, or people who they get into some things that we could say, well, they drink too much, they smoke too much, they party too much, they do whatever, they're just wasting their life, and blah 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 blah. We don't know what their soul is going through. I remember with Dr. Pillai, he'd say, what do you want? And I'd say, I really want my brother to stop smoking and drinking and yelling and screaming at his kids, and I can't do anything about it. I'm just a sister. And he's like, God, you just have no idea. You have no compassion. You have no understanding what that guy's going through. And I was like, oh, I don't? Oh my God. And then I go away and I just, I just failed. So what the message was for me is that, okay, note it, but don't judge it. Don't go into it. Don't try to fix it. Just try to be there with the person, and then pray for them if they don't want your help, because that's exactly what happened. My brother even said, I don't want your help. Stop it. And it was just like, oh, okay. Right. So, and then I was sad about it for sure. But then as the years went by, things started to shift, and everything is, good. So it was a great lesson for me from Dr. Pillai, is that, we can't judge what people do and when they do it. Just all we can do is just keep praying and hope that everything works out for their soul's journey. And it's almost torture for them even more if we are trying to get involved. We got enough karma of our own. So the prayers are really, really important. And I hope that you've experienced that, how important they are. When we are interfacing with everybody here, we may not know one another, but we sure feel like we do now, right? So, so that's it. Brzee is saying, I pray that the riders calm down and find peace in their hearts. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if they don't, then that's their journey. So, and everybody's soul has something to do. And here we are on the earth plane. We cannot have a life here knowing what it is truly to be divine if we don't know the dark, if we don't know the complete opposite, and then be balanced with it all, and then bless both sides. And that's what the Buddha said, the middle path. That's really what it is. It's just being in that presence of the divine and saying, okay, you decide. As your will is to be done, I'm just going to keep going praying. Because prayer is intention. I intend to move on and not be pulled here and there and everywhere. And, it is what it is. And I'm definitely feeling it, but not taking it on so that it's weighing you down. Julieta, I love you and your children. They're so awesome. Julieta sent me an email. It was so beautiful. And of course, I welcome everyone to send emails and let me know how you're doing and what your experience was, or whatever. Just say hi. So I received this email this morning. It was in the wee hours, and these 3 beautiful angels where they had created these little pictures. Thank you, Sucharita. We love you, Sucharita. They have been chanting with us since the beginning. And these are kids, you guys. So God bless you, Julieta, and your kids. It's so awesome. So yeah, so, and people will say, well, can my kids come? Yeah, sure, why not? It's free, and it's open to the whole globe. And even if kids don't want to sit through the whole thing, they're just going to be the seed is planted. That's the highest consciousness. It's heaven on earth consciousness. So why not give it to kids? And they always have fun with it. You think that they're not listening. Oh, I don't want to do it. And then they'll be playing and they'll be going, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Or in the car, they'll be just looking out the window and it will just come to them and they'll say, hey, there's Shreem Brzee, Because kids, they're not too many years that they've come from heaven. So, kids, 10, under 10 to 20, that's kids too, I think. So they haven't spent too many years from heaven. So they just have that connection. It's natural. So to give them that, the seed that will keep connecting them, ping them. Okay. Did I, Judy Engel saying, Bhairavi, whenever you need a safe haven filled with divine love, light, healing, and peace, rewatch one of these. Oh, great. Yes, reminder. You can rewatch these. The energy is preserved and available, very good for your soul. Yeah, that's it. Brzee is saying, it's hard for me to comprehend because I am extremely laid back and calm at all times. Fabulous. But if you keep chanting Shreem Brzee, what you'll find is we all kind of will go through that extremely calm, and then the divine will put something in to shake something up, because we have to break through some barrier, because that's when Dr. Pillai was his message today, or maybe it was in the past few days, where he was saying that every moment is new. The energy is always changing. So it can be, and I can relate to you, Brzee, and many people can, Brzee 333, and that I'm pretty calm, I'm pretty cool. And then one time I was driving with someone in India, and it was during some election year. And there was some, kind of monkey business going around with politics, and they were paying people to vote for them. It was kind of crazy. I didn't know. I was just going to temples. And we got stopped at one of those roadside things where the army guys are there, the military guys are there, and the police and everything. And we had just come out of a temple. We were there for like 3 hours, and whoa, it was a lot of energy. And then we got stopped, and we're Caucasian, we're not Indian, and they're saying, who are you? How much money do you have in the car? Are you paying? And then all of a sudden this gun comes in, like a rifle. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm trying to be calm. I'm calm, but inside of me is like I don't even know. It was like a shock, traumatic shock going through, and sweating in places that I couldn't control and just be calm about. And then just as it came in, and the guy was yelling, and the other guy was trying to get us out of the car, and then the driver was just he was getting his shirt pulled, and then I don't know what happened, because I was just going Babaji, 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 Babaji. I couldn't even think of any other mantra. It was just Babaji, Babaji, Babaji. And I don't even know if it was minutes that had gone by. But once they just let us go, and we didn't speak. We were just caught. We were in a bit of shock, and then it was like this spiritual thing happened, where it didn't matter if I was alive or dead, or if I'd come out of a temple, or I didn't think that was good or bad. Like all that opposite, those polarities of thinking and analyzing, like that, there was just no words and nothing. But then it was as if I had transcended to a different state of being. So I understand it's hard to comprehend, but then when you're in kind of situations where you keep doing your spiritual practices, and then the divine will show you where it needs to take you next. So hopefully that's a little bit insightful. And then also try and put yourself in situations where maybe you and I'm not saying for you, but anyone, including myself, maybe we play it safe and we avoid situations, or avoid, if somebody really needs help and you go, no, that's too much for me. But then if you're just present to it, it really helps you. It's a spiritual practice to really access that compassion, that deep, deep compassion, as I was for those guards who were like, had the gun, the rifle, the thing of the whatever that thing is, the rifle. I don't hang out with guns and stuff. So, but I could feel it was hot. And I just thought, oh, I didn't even think that, I'm going to be dead. It was just like present to it all. So yeah, the calm. Is it okay for us to register for fire labs done by Astrovet on their behalf to help them? Yeah, you can. Definitely. But then you kind of do it like an angel offering. So you don't really want to get too karmically involved. You're just, here's a gift, and to whom does the gift belong? And they can do whatever they want with the gift. So it's probably better, Chua Chan, to do it for yourself. Do it for yourself and get your own energy up, so that when you do your prayers, then all that energy is helping you to put all that spiritual energy into your word, into your thought. So I would perhaps do it to yourself and pray for the world. Pray for whoever you want to pray for. This is the last live call, Diane. Yes. If you missed them all, you can watch the recordings. Sena Kumaran is saying, thank you, Sucharita. You've been my goddess Saraswati throughout my journey. Looking forward to sharing, teaching, guidance, love, and blessings always. My gratitude to Babaji. Oh, that's so beautiful. And please, everybody, stay in touch, because Dr. Pillai is always doing, it seems these days, he's more so than ever, I've seen over the years, he's really paying attention to people who need to be reminded, keep doing Shreem Brzee, because that is going to help you so much through this turbulent time. And not only help you, it help everybody in the whole world. So keep doing it. Keep in touch with Dr. Pillai, because being in his presence, again, he's going to be saying words, but his presence is so important, because it's the spiritual transmission to activate Shreem Brzee inside of you, or whatever mantra you're working with. But this is the mantra for right now. So you don't have to really grope in the dark and try to figure out which mantra should I do. You can do, yes, but please keep putting Shreem Brzee into your consciousness. Write it. Ram is saying, will you be taking daily chanting sessions on the Wealth Actualization Activation Program? It's starting the 5th of June. I've been asked to, but there are going to be many teachers who are doing it. So I'm not sure. We'll just see who's on the list, on the schedule. Carol is saying, I sent the violent activities looting into the Bay Area and all other places this weekend into the flame to evaporate the blessings to those unsettled hearts and rageful energies. It's beautiful, Carol. You're welcome. Hey, Om Namo Narayani is saying, I signed up for the Wealth Actualization Program today. I was praying and I could pay for the program. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, Kazam is saying, please like this. Give it a thumbs up for all who are here in this chat, please. Great. I'm just getting kind of used to what goes on with these different platforms. So whenever I'm reading it on chat, I'm going, oh yeah, thumbs up, because I see it on the top there. So yeah, put the thumbs up there. We gotta have fun with this, right? So the spiritual path can be very serious and very traumatic. And there's enough seriousness and trauma going on every day. So we can take a time out from that, or kind of unplug from it, just like we unplug from our devices, our electronic devices. So, you can just be saying to yourself, okay, I get it. I get this is serious, but also, put a smile on your face. What was it like when you were smiling, when you were chanting Shreem Brzee? Oh my God, I was worried that I was going to start giggling and laughing, because there was so much joy, so much happiness, and that kingdom within, or that queendom within, is a pretty happy place, and it's full of this tremendous amount of positivity and optimism and joy and happiness, and for no reason. Like, there's no vision, there's no nothing. It's just this feeling, and it's bubbling up. So if we can keep our energy up that way, even when we need to be very serious, we have to be appropriately serious in times, or sad or empathetic or whatever it is, we're going to go with it. But inside we will just, oh my goodness. Michael's saying, even though I'm not allowed to work because of pandemic, I can still afford to enroll in the Wealth Activation Program. I give credit that Shreem Brzee. That's awesome. Credit to Dr. Pillai and Shreem Brzee. Awesome. Aruna is saying, I started writing 108 times. Great. And here's the thing too, you guys, if you can't write it, there is a writing service that's offered through Apply Center and Astrovid, and other people will write it for you. And you can sponsor them to write it. And then when you do that, you're actually giving them a job. So that is kind of fun too, where you're helping people to be employed and then do something that's going to change their consciousness and also change your consciousness. So that's kind of a cool thing to do as well. And Ram is saying, my share of miracle, I got 1.5 times my paycheck, totally unexpected. Shreem Brzee unlocked some long pending tax refund for me. Feeling so blessed. Awesome. Awesome. Om Namo Narayani is saying, is it okay to take the deities with us? Yeah, you can. Just be respectful. Shushma is saying, I'm going out of town, my friends, for 19, 20 days. Do I take some of my deities, ghee lamps, sesame oil? You can. Here's the thing, though. If you can be on your own and you're okay, but if you're sharing a room and then people are going to be strange about it, it might be better just to leave them at home and then just do your prayers, chanting your mantras. You can, when you have your phone, you can go and check out pictures online. So yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, but just, see what's comfortable for you, or what you feel like, okay, this is going to work or this isn't going to work. Sujata is saying, Shreem Brzee, gratitude to Babaji and Sucharita, amazing, really blessed. We are also in the journey of seeking the blessings from Babaji. I think we wrote this, no words, but only heartfelt, and I like it. If we get into the heart, then that's going to transform everything, because it's where our heart's desires, our deep, deep, deep desire is to always be connected with the divine. Although we may not know it, that is. Because even if everything materially was there, we would just be going, there's something missing. And then we would go seeking it. All right. Oh, Pratima is saying, I saw my mom in the flame yesterday. Whew, that was intense. Yeah. So if we do see images or what comes to our mind's eye can be, some deep-seated stuff. And then because this is a divine practice, it's to always trust that the divine wants you're mature enough perhaps, or ready enough, or emotionally ready, steady enough, spiritually ready, steady enough to see it. Not necessarily to do anything about it, to just be with intense feelings, intense emotions, intense vision. And then come out of it, and then down the road, maybe you just, wow, that was pretty good. I didn't, I'm good with it. And then if it comes again, it's not going to be so like a gun in my face. Even if you have a gun in your face, oh my God. Anastasia, can you please repeat what will be the call tomorrow night you mentioned and how to access it? Oh, I don't think that you is going to be pertaining to you, Anastasia, because you're in Mystery School 2020. It's Mystery School 2019 rebooted, meaning that there's a program where it's going to be a year-long review of 2019 teachings in the Mystery School. And then Swamini Bali and Radhapuru and I, and maybe a couple of other teachers, will be guiding people to dive into that course and review it if you want to come. But you're pretty busy in 2020. I would just stay there for you, Anastasia. Fabiana is saying, thank you so much for this opportunity. I was here from the last 15 days. It was an amazing experience. Hope you do this again. Namaste from Brazil. Lovely. So Fabiana or anyone else, you can continue on. So you've done 15 days, do 15 more and you've done 30. Dr. Pillai actually said, do 90, 90. Shreem Brzee in the third eye, 90 days. So we've got you going. Right? You can do this. So do it on your own, come together, or maybe there will be chanting going on and then log those days. So do 90 of them and your life will change. So we kind of have to have something to measure what we're doing. Otherwise, it's kind of a amorphous situation. And we don't know whether we are feeling shifts or we're doing anything or we're building towards anything. So Shreem is goal. So we have to have goal. She's the one who says, do this. It's the goal. It's the direction that you need to go. And then Dr. Pillai gives you another teaching. 90 days, guys. So can you do it? Yeah, you can do it. So, start on your calendar. If you've done 15 days or you did 1 or you did 57 or you did 48 or you did whatever you did and you want to go for the 90, keep doing it and log it. Get to that 90. It's not because you're going to come to an end game. Just who were we 57 days ago? Oh my God, who are we now? In all that is going on in the world. It's pretty amazing. You guys are all so super amazing. Michael's saying, I just dropped my veil on the floor. Good. Hey, it's Muruga's birthday coming up. So just pour some water on it and don't worry about it. Kalyani is saying, Sucharita, this practice gave me an opportunity to not only help myself, but also in a small way to help others. Oh, I think it was a big way being here, Kalyani. You helped the whole world. That's pretty big. So thank you. And everybody else here. So who are we when we play so small? Be that light. Let it go out. And so we're not doing anything. We are just being open to be of service or of the light. Or someone said, Babaji's light workers. That's so awesome. You guys came up with it. All right. I think I'm going up and down and hey, Michael is saying, thank you very much from Aura and Mike. Life-changing, calming. God bless you all involved from around the world. Yes. And it's so beautiful because you know what's going to happen is one of these days we're all going to meet. Whether we meet all together in person or, coming and going. And that's what happens. You get on this journey with Dr. Pillai and you meet such fabulous friends and you know them for years and years and years and you can come and go and you can just pick up wherever you left off. And that's quite incredible. Okay. It has been an amazing journey. I love all the emojis here. It's great. Colorful. Sharad is saying, thank you so much for the experience of Shreem Brzee for all along the past few weeks and months. Have had amazing shift in my consciousness and immense gratitude to everyone. This is the thing, is that are we shifting such that if the lotto came, would we have the wisdom to know what to do with it? That's where Dr. Pillai's hammer home message is that we have to own that kingdom within. We have to be so steady and so strong with Shreem Brzee, the highest vibrating sounds of wealth consciousness. So that is who we are. And then we will be put in situations where we could be with billionaires or trillionaires or gazillionaires, and we would just be okay. We'd be like, okay, so what charity are you going to give your money to? What are you going to do for the world? So we have to come up to that level, that high God. That's God. Not because we're doing it. It's because God is coming through us and we just happen to be there, present to these people. What would happen? Would we fall apart, or would we just be like, this is where Shreem Brzee wants me? Okay, let's get busy. So consciousness is everything. So the shifts in the consciousness keep shifting, you know, and check in with yourself when you're chanting, and then you're kind of like, okay, what did I do? How many? Then come back and just see the light going beyond in all dimensions, reset, start again. All right, everyone. I think we should wrap it up for now because, well, I think I have to because I have a call coming up. There it is. That's the alarm. So thank you all. So it's so sweet to have been on this journey with everyone, and I'm so proud of all of you for contributing however you did. It doesn't matter if it was 1 day or 30 or 48 days. These are just kind of like little milestones for you to just say, I can do this, and keep cultivating Shreem Brzee, and keep knowing that Dr. Pillai is the one who's making you pick up your beads and do it, or listen to the audio, have it playing 24/7. Because look at how fast this went. And then if another 57 days go by, you've gone over 90 days. You've gone into over 108 days. Whoa, who will you be? So please keep going, and then we'll see you in the courses that are free. For sure, come. So watch out for that on Pillai Center or in your inbox if you are signing up for the newsletters. And then if you're in programs, we'll keep reminding you. Get on to Facebook groups for the various Pillai Center groups. And then for sure, Pillai Center, so that you can get the latest and greatest from Dr. Pillai. Get on to YouTube, Pillai Center, and then also Instagram, Pillai Center. So those are all free, and that's where Dr. Pillai will be. He will just pop up. So even if you miss it, it will be there, and you can listen to it. All right, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you, and we will see you in the next course. Carol will answer your question. You're in the mystery school. Will it be too much for you to take the wealth? Let's explore that in the mystery school. And then we will get you all sorted out. All right. Lots of love. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Keep doing it. And then you will feel Dr. Pillai guiding you. You'll feel Shreem Brzee guiding you. And we will connect with one another in the ether. We'll be this ping, ping, ping. So just to remind us, yes, keep doing it. All right. See you when we see you next. Bye-bye.